He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive, though, but...
He's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah.
Putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family, and hurting my business. We're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company. I'm shopping, spending money, living life. Money made, all my day.
Joe Rogan pushed back hard on the recent updates regarding Floyd Mayweather's financial downfall, emphasizing that reckless spending can destroy even the wealthiest sports stars. He noted that making a lot of money doesn't mean you can ignore obligations such as paying taxes, bringing up Mayweather's problems with the IRS, and implying that runaway indulgence combined with bad money management inevitably results in disaster.
That money to the IRS, how much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats.
You could sell Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s legal action against Insider Incorporated marks a sharp shift in how he's shaping his public image. At the center of this defamation case is an article that questions whether a massive $42 million real estate purchase linked to the boxing star is actually legitimate. The lawsuit argues the outlet deliberately twisted the facts about Mayweather's business moves, painting him as untrustworthy or deceptive regarding his finances. If the claim about acquiring 62 buildings is real, it would stand as one of the largest individual property deals in recent years. However, the article casts doubt on both the existence and the financial practicality of the transaction, putting Mayweather's reputation in a precarious spot. His legal move appears designed to protect his status not only as a sports icon, but also as a serious entrepreneur.
So, I know you guys want to talk about real estate. Only thing I'm doing is answer the question.
That is a real estate question.
Okay, so out of 48 years, I'm 48 years old, and I've never sued a media outlet. The media outlet throughout my life has bashed me, talked bad about me, spoke bad about my family. Now, I've always been judged because how I have presented myself when I'm promoting a fight. You cannot judge me for entertaining the people when I'm promoting a fight. Judge me for the person that you know. You can't judge me if you don't know me. So that's no different from people in this room may want to do a deal with me. But if someone going out there putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family and hurting my business, we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company.
Mayweather's response centers on what he sees as the article's one-sided slant and its failure to include what he describes as solid proof. He claims his legal team gave Insider Incorporated plenty of evidence confirming the real estate deal's validity. That evidence, he says, was deliberately pushed aside in favor of a more attention-grabbing story. By pointing out that this is his first media defamation lawsuit, Mayweather tries to underscore how seriously he takes the situation. His determination to protect his reputation hints at a bigger plan, casting himself as a savvy businessperson unfairly attacked by reckless reporting.
Built my name to build my reputation, and I'm not gonna let anyone go out there and smear my name and talk bad about me, talk bad about my family, or talk bad about my company.
All right, one more toughie. So
Nothing is tough.
no? Okay.
After being in the sport of boxing, dealing with the sport of boxing, there's nothing that's tough.
Fair. So that article sparked rumors that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded
Well,
yet.
everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do, if that's bankrupt, then I'm pretty sure everybody want to live like that.
What?
Okay, so I think we'll end with this one. When I spoke to you all last week, you were riding around Miami. You were looking to buy even more.
Yes.
Have you bought anything in the week since we last spoke?
I don't know. I was out in Miami for a while. We were looking at a few properties. I'm pretty sure for the end of the year,
Stephen A. Smith's take adds more heat to an already fierce debate. He points out the lack of clarity around Mayweather's business dealings, noting that public image often doesn't line up with reality. Though Smith doesn't fully dismiss Mayweather's lawsuit, he suggests there are complicated layers behind the bold headlines and huge dollar amounts. His doubt comes from how often Mayweather's business moves seem driven more by appearance than by solid financial principles. The suggestion is that even though Mayweather portrays himself as a business heavyweight, the foundation of those deals might not hold up under close inspection.
Can't count the amount of examples where I saw people getting laid off, and then I see somebody come up right behind and get some contract. Business does business. You never know what's behind the goal of a business per se. What you do know is the work that you put in. If you're smart enough, what value comes with that work. And then at the same time, you also pride yourself in being very, very reasonable. I haven't, and I'm not gonna talk about my contract negotiations with ESPN. They are ongoing. I think the talks have been very pleasant. I think we're making progress. We'll see what happens. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I've got decisions to make because I got a future to think about.
50 Cent's comments hit hard, pointing out the lack of actual proof behind the real estate claim. Instead of defending his financial credibility with detailed contracts or bank records, Mayweather is turning to legal threats. That approach invites scrutiny. To critics like 50 Cent, the lawsuit feels more like a smokescreen than a real complaint. It's seen as a power move meant to intimidate dissenters rather than uncover the truth. And in a culture already skeptical of celebrity wealth stories, these doubts stick with an audience growing wary of what lies behind glamorous facades.
Description where y'all can watch that in full, and as we have already seen, 50 Cent has been very involved in critiquing, taking shots at Floyd Mayweather, and when this came across his desk, he did nothing other than that. If that's the case, it's going nowhere because you didn't do the deal, champ. He must have named the writer separately to make him have to pay his own legal team. The champ is mad, and 50 most definitely promoted his brands and everything with that because 50 Cent has came into question about this deal that Floyd Mayweather has struck, showed his real estate businesses, and people started diving into it. Floyd Mayweather has been defending it, but I just realized he put this $100 million lawsuit in against Business Insider, saying that they have been going at him for a long time now, coming at his family, coming at his team, and saying these derogatory things and defaming him, so he won $100 million. The suit lost in the Southern District of New York names Insider Inc. and reporter Daniel Geiger as defendants. It is centered around reporting by Geiger about real estate deals Mayweather Jr. publicly discussed, including an agreement to buy a 62-building Manhattan apartment portfolio. Geiger reported in late March that there is no evidence that there has been a sale. According to the lawsuit, Geiger embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation categorized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth, but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success. It claims that Geiger refused to review documentation proving the deals in question happened, and suggests that there's a racial component to the reporter's work.
Mayweather's attitude in interviews has often come across as casual, but when money questions arise, that confidence turns into vagueness. His unwillingness to provide concrete figures or details when faced with bankruptcy rumors does nothing to put out the fire. Rather than clearing things up, he fuels more guesswork. Public figures often rely on image to hold onto influence. And once that image starts to crack, a lack of transparency only speeds up the collapse.
So that article sparked rumors that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do, if that's bankrupt, then I'm pretty sure everybody want to live like that.
That last statement was a fact. If that's bankrupt, I'm sure a lot of people want to live like that. I'd sell a few of them planes, especially if I was going bankrupt. But yeah, wouldn't be a bad lifestyle to have. Now, Floyd Mayweather isn't the most articulate person. He does not articulate himself the best. This has been well known throughout his career. He is a prize fighter. He is a master promoter. He is a great business person. Put him behind a microphone or have him articulate himself, he's not the best at it. So if you listen to that and y'all tell me if y'all got the same vibe I did, or if y'all think that I'm tripping, it sounds like he's running around a lot of shit. And it's like, all right, bro, yeah, you might be going bankrupt. But let's understand something real quick. If one of Floyd Mayweather's businesses, or if his business is going bankrupt, that does not mean that Floyd Mayweather himself is broke. That means that his business may be struggling. Oh yeah, his business may be struggling, and you can file for bankruptcy. I think it's 13 or 9, chapter 13 to chapter 9, or whatever the case may be.
Mayweather's claims of having no tax debts directly contradict documented actions by the IRS. Tax evasion or unpaid balances are serious accusations, especially for someone who boasts about financial control. This inconsistency cuts to the core of his personal brand, the untouchable mogul. If even the tax authorities are after him, the idea of perfect money management starts to fall apart. Official IRS filings not only back up critics' concerns, but could also lead to deeper probes into his overall financial situation. The gap between Mayweather's public bravado and the actual results of his investments is striking. Real estate is often seen as a route to lasting wealth. Yet the specifics of Floyd's rumored $400 million property collection remain unclear. His bold statements tend to draw admiration, but they don't always match up with checkable facts. This growing mismatch raises doubts about whether his empire rests on solid financial ground or just a carefully built illusion to guard the reputation he has spent years shaping.
It's Money May, Aaron Mayweather 2. Go Money Green on him. Change it up. Change it up. Change it up. That's what we do. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what we did. I need everybody, all the fighters all around the world, MMA, boxers, follow this man right here. We getting the job done. Money make, so y'all know the rest.
Social media has turned into a battlefield for competing stories. And in Mayweather's situation, the line between fact and public relations maneuvering keeps getting fuzzier. The lawsuit might aim to silence his critics, but it has also unleashed even more scrutiny and discussion. Fans are now questioning not just whether his wealth is real, but also what's truly driving the legal action itself. Instead of clearing things up, the court case only seems to add to the confusion.
Apparently, Floyd Mayweather files a $100 million lawsuit against Business Insider over real estate deal report. Damn. That's an expensive lawsuit. The lawsuit comes after a report by Business Insider journalist Daniel Geiger claimed that the 62-building Manhattan real estate portfolio that Mayweather announced he acquired never actually occurred. Geiger's report stated there was no evidence a sale was made. Mayweather's lawsuit claimed that Geiger refused to review documents of the deal, and it was an attempt by Geiger to publicly humiliate Mayweather. They embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation characterized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success, Floyd Mayweather. No, damn well he did not write that. And why would he? You know, he's talking about himself in third person. That's so cringe. Business Insider has provided a statement to Front Office Sports saying, "We will vigorously defend against this meritless attempt to discredit our reporting and smear our reporter." So they aren't backing down at all. It's going to be interesting.
Inside the boxing ring, Floyd Mayweather's flawless record and defensive skill have secured his legacy among the sport's all-time greats. But outside of boxing, his recent actions have stirred up controversy. His bold assertion of owning over $400 million in real estate was quickly disproven when public records didn't back up the claim. This disclosure has not only triggered doubt, but also frustration among his fans. Many now wonder if Mayweather cares more about projecting an image of luxury than about being honest regarding his true accomplishments.
For some odd reason, at the beginning of the year, Floyd Mayweather decided to tell us all that he bought a bunch of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Everybody has found out that that wasn't true. Apparently, it's not that hard to figure out who owns property. This is not an indictment on Floyd Mayweather as a boxer. He is one of the best boxers we've ever seen. Anybody who is privy to Floyd Mayweather's antics outside of the ring knows Floyd ain't bought no goddamn apartment buildings in no Upper Manhattan, bro. We knew that when he told us. I'm not sure who Floyd Mayweather thought he was fooling. Nothing about Floyd Mayweather outside of a boxing ring says savvy. I'm sorry. This is the same Floyd Mayweather that 50 Cent told he would donate $50,000 to the charity of his choice to read Harry Potter. He bought $400 million worth of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Come on, Floyd. The people who was living in apartment buildings, the second they heard that Floyd Mayweather bought their building, they was on the phone with property management. Like, what's really? I will pay $10,000 a month, but I won't pay $10,000 a month to a nigga. Floyd, you can't just do that with Upper Manhattan apartment buildings, bro. Tell lies like that about the projects, man. You gotta do that to the hood, man. Ain't nobody going for that shit in Upper Manhattan, Floyd. You should have knew better than that, my boy. But then again, you are Floyd Mayweather. Oh, man. Anybody with common sense knew that Floyd was in trouble when he started.
There was a time when Mayweather's financial control seemed as impressive as his boxing record, having earned over $1 billion from major pay-per-view fights and big-name sponsorships. Yet, rather than protecting his fortune through wise investments, his money went toward extreme luxuries, ranging from fleets of exotic cars to custom private jets, making his lifestyle a constant display of excess. Unfortunately, this relentless focus on flash appears to have come at the expense of long-term financial safety. Now, warning signs of trouble are emerging, raising doubts that his wealth is as stable as once thought. Mayweather's financial path looks eerily similar to that of former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, who lost his entire fortune due to uncontrolled spending and poor choices. Tyson's lavish habits became legendary, and Floyd seems to be heading down the same road. Despite their different personalities, both athletes used money as a public statement. Yet beneath the glitter, financial cracks are becoming clear. Mayweather's frequent showing off of luxury goods mirrors Tyson's past, suggesting he may be repeating the very mistakes that once brought another boxing icon to bankruptcy.
Around as always, talking about the Miss Jackson situation. We've seen Marcos Maidana looking focused, more so focused on his baby and everything. So those are a lot of the minor takeaways. But my major takeaway from this whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, is I was quickly hit with an emotion of nostalgia. You know what I mean? Because seeing Floyd Mayweather with all this money and cars and clothes and hoes and yada, 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 it just kind of reminded me. There was a small segment in that episode that stated that a lot of fighters believe in their immortality. You know what I mean? We've seen this before. So the question I ask, we have seen this movie before. Boxers traditionally going broke. You know, they start off well, so flamboyant with all this money and all these cars, and they have businesses they invest in. There's something special, you know, at least in their minds they are. And then after either retirement or near retirement, or after the fight game has left them, traditionally boxers go broke, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying this is going to happen to Floyd Mayweather, but I swear on everything, man, I hope it doesn't happen to Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather is going to go down in the halls of history, ladies and gentlemen, as possibly top 3 to top 5 to top 10 of all-time greats. I mean, depending on how you view Floyd Money Mayweather.
Concerns about Floyd's judgment aren't only coming from outsiders, but also from inside his own family. Jeff Mayweather, a well-respected trainer and close relative, has openly admitted confusion over Floyd's unpredictable financial choices. His impulsive investments, especially in risky real estate deals, point to a lack of solid planning. Instead of leaning on good advice, Floyd seems to be steering through tricky markets using only his ego. This reckless approach raises fair questions about how much of his wealth is real and how much is just for show. At one point, Floyd's fame was driven more by his money and flashy lifestyle than by his boxing abilities. Huge paydays and constant boasting kept him in the public eye. But now, as signs of financial trouble appear, the illusion is fading and people are finally seeing past the performance.
Floyd Mayweather, the highest paid athlete, not the highest paid boxer, the highest paid athlete in the world. I had the opportunity and pleasure to be around him for many years. I was his personal shopper. I was a personal friend of his family. One of my greatest memories of being just lucky enough to even be around that environment was watching him train. Watching Floyd Mayweather train is a masterclass in discipline. It is a masterclass in work ethic. It is a masterclass in this is how you execute and get stuff done. Every rep, he hits it hard. There's not one lazy rep. He does everything at such a high frequency, so elevated. I'm like, goodness gracious, watching this man train, it's like, that's how I want to train for life. I've been to the club with Floyd where we leave in the club 3-4 in the morning and he's still going to hit his 6 miles. He'll have all the cars follow him and he's running down the Las Vegas Strip, down back streets.
That wraps up today's video.